So back in 2012, my wife and I went to Bonnaroo. And for those of you who don't know, Bonnaroo is like Coachella in California or Firefly in Delaware. Just a big music festival where everybody goes, has fun. And we met this couple from Boston. And we're sitting there talking, and all of a sudden the guy leans over and he asks me, "What are your dreams?" And I have to admit, I was speechless. Because I've got my 1.5-year-old son with us, and my wife, and I began to think, like, wait a minute, his dreams are my dreams. I'm past that point. But I really wanted to have a good answer for him, but I didn't. I just wanted to say I just want a clean kitchen. So my best choice at my age is to keep moving into a social role for leadership in my career. The more experience I have, the more I find that people look to me to create the structure. Keeps me busy, but just because I cannot dream like a 20-year-old doesn't mean that I don't have goals. The only thing I love more than goals is actually achieving them. By now, I've already done the big house thing. I didn't like it much. Dual income requirements are a terrible burden, and when the only way to furnish your house is through curbside pickup, it gets old really quickly. This time last year, I was going to go into nursing. In fact, I did go into nursing. And then I started speaking to some nurses, and I found out that the politics are very overwhelming. At my age, I don't get a reset button. And it's a fact. Age discrimination happens. I've seen it. For the people who do work in nursing, and the men and women, I have a lot of respect for what they do. Fight the fight. But for me, I am a career business analyst, and it isn't the most exciting, but it's a solid way to pay for my kids' college so they don't have to do so themselves. I don't mind because I get to talk to people a lot, and the older I get, the better I get at communicating my needs and getting what I want, which leads me to simply put, if I were to break my purpose in life down, I would have to do it into 3 parts. And speaking about that, I don't think there really is a purpose in life. It's just what we assign ourselves. But if I were to do it, I'd break it down 3 parts. Number 1 is to develop and grow my social skills. Number 2 would be to continually educate myself so I may educate my children. And 3, relax. It is not that serious. As far as social skills go, you hear people talk a lot about networking. Real networking does not take place within awkward mixers, or worse, LinkedIn. It takes place by building professional and personal relationships. The more I listen to the needs of others, the more I care about their needs, and the better my brand name becomes, as well as the opportunities that come across my plate. Educating my children is extremely important given the predatory nature of financing this country. That's only one example. I brought these 2 little beings into the world. Well, my wife helped a lot. We brought these 2 little beings into the world, and it's my responsibility to ensure that they turn out awesome. And when I say relax, it's not to say that survival is not a noble fight, because it is. In 20 years, I've made close to 6 figures, and I've been on food stamps and everywhere in between. Like the song says, you can't always get what you want, but you get what you need. Relax, enjoy the ride. Since I've started doing that, I've been a lot happier. You just change what you can. What and where will I be in 5 years? In 10 years? I can honestly say that I don't know what I'm going to be doing this time next year. I have an idea, but I'll only be partly correct. It reminds me of a misattributed quote to John Lennon by Alan Saunders. Life is what happens to us while we're making other plans. And I love it. So I think I'm just going to keep doing what works for me. Just keep doing what I'm doing, and who knows, in 5 years, 10 years, maybe my expectations for myself will seem silly by comparison. But I get up every morning and I do the best I can, and if I don't do all right today, I'll do better tomorrow. But for now, I'm going to go relax. Thank you.